Hi guys, Sarah here. Welcome to my second episode of Scrapbin Saturday. This is my pile of scraps that I'm working with today. I picked out some coordinating papers for my scrap bin and ran them through the die cut machine, and I have two sets here to work with so far. But I want to just share with you guys the inspiration for this week's cards for me. So I look at Pinterest a lot. I have a lot of boards with a lot of pins of things that I'd love to make but never get around to making. So the other day, this one actually showed up in my feed, and I was like instantly thought of Scrapbin Saturday. So I'm going to swing you over to my computer. Let me move you over here and zoom you in so you can see. This is the card that showed up on my Pinterest, and I pinned it right away. Basically, what they have done is take some square stitch dies, and actually probably, so what I'm assuming, I didn't click on it and go to their website or anything, that is a card front die that cuts out all of those pieces exactly as you see it. So then all you have to do is run it through with your different pattern papers, and then you can play around and create your card fronts. I don't have one that looks exactly like that or anything like that. The only one that I have that looks somewhat like that is the same one that I used last week. So, swing you back. I don't want to make you guys dizzy or anything. Excuse me. So, this is the die that I used last week on my beaver card. So, it cuts out the frame and it also cuts out the stitched insides. So, I did pick some pattern papers. I have some scraps left over from the recollection. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like these vintage papers. So I took a few of them that were big enough and cut out this die. So I will have these to play around with. So I can do something like that. And then the other one that I picked is this one from MFT, the Snowdrifts. So this one has all of these wave pieces. So I picked, I think I have 4 different pieces of paper that coordinate for this one. There's the purple, the pink patterned, and a green. So I die cut those out, one for each pattern paper, and I'm going to play around with those ones. Now the other thing that I thought of is punches. Who has punches and has not used them in 500 years? That's me. So I am going to go into my punch drawer and see if I can find a square punch to make those like maybe 1 inch or ½ inch squares that I can tile onto the front of a card. So I'm going to put you guys on pause and see what I can find. Okay, so I went ahead and glued down all my die cut pieces to my cards, and I did some stamping. I got this new stamp set from My Favorite Things called Anything But Basic Birthday Wishes. Very cute sentiments. So I did some in the lighter patterned pieces I thought would fit nicely. So I have 2 of them here with the recollections paper and some images sentiment stamped. These 2 have more darker, so I'm gonna have to put something else on top of it to put my sentiment. And then these ones, basically what I did with these is I took the actual kind of frame of the die cut and laid it out and positioned my pieces so that I knew where I was going to put them all, because I had like 4 different die cuts and I wanted to switch up the different colors. So then I placed them all on my desk in order and then glued them down to the cards. The first one that I did, which one was it? I can't tell now. I'm confused. Oh, this one right here on top. So this is the first one that I did, and I actually used a piece and just sat it there. I didn't glue it down, I didn't tape it down or anything. And then I glued the pieces in and just pressed them, and then when I was done I pulled this, but let me come up close so you can see there's little torn pieces of paper because the glue oozed out and stuck my frame. So I pretty much ripped my frame when I was taking it off. So for the other ones, I basically just laid them out on my table and then started at the bottom and just glued straight across and then left an even space for them. So these ones, I pulled out a box of pre-die cut pieces. So I shared it on Instagram. It's just one of these boxes from Michael's. I don't know if it's gonna fit in the frame. And basically I have all these pieces that I have die cut throughout the times of card making, some unfinished cards and stuff, but there's some die cut pieces that people had sent me. So I have all of this stuff in here, and I went into here and pulled out some die cuts to use. So I was thinking of using these ones, and these are just a Spellbinders label die. And I was thinking of doing something, I'll probably ink the edges so it stands out a little bit more, and stamp a sentiment on these or something like that. I went into my embellishment stash because I have not used embellishments in such a long time, and I found these little heart-shaped coconut buttons, so I think I'm going to use these. I have a banner die that kind of goes with these, and I pulled out these ones, these fringe dies, because I thought some of them with the teal and green I could probably put with these for birthday cards. So I have those. And then the other one that I was talking about previously was taking a punch. So I came up with this punch. I don't have just a plain square punch. I don't know why. I guess because I have dies. But I didn't want to sit and go through the die cut machine over and over again. So I pulled out this punch. It's from McGill. It's really old, 1.5 inch, kind of top note style. And I went through those pattern papers that I had and just sat there and punch, 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 punch. I have one card all put together, and it's super adorable. I love, love, love it. So let's see if you can see. I took my score pad and scored some lines in both directions and used that to place my die cuts, which I inked on the edges. I had these little pieces in my die cut box, and they're just little wood grain pieces. So I glued one down, and then I had all those little leaves, and I added in these cabochon flowers, which I have had forever. Like seriously forever, and have never used. So that is very, very good use of scraps. I did not put anything new on this card. All of this was from scrap paper. This were scrap dies, and then these I have not used in forever. So I'm pretty proud about that one. I didn't pick any sentiments or anything for it yet. I think I'm going to keep this one as just like a note card to put a nice note into. I thought that would be really nice. Alright, so I am going to go decorate these ones, and I will come back and show you guys the results of how they came out. Just so you know, make sure you are checking along with everybody who's linked down below as part of the Scrapbin Saturday challenge, and for sure check out Megan. She is having a giveaway this week. So you're going to want to go watch the videos. Everyone who's posted before 12 o'clock is going to have a secret word. So my secret word is chocolate. So don't forget chocolate, and make sure you go and watch everyone's videos and leave comments. All right. Okay, so I'm back with my finished cards. Sorry about the lighting, it's pretty late. I'm trying to get this done so that I can schedule it for Scrapbin Saturday. I'm actually not crafting on Saturday, but I will be out of town for the day. So I have 2 cards left, and I'm at a loss, so I want to hang on to them. I don't want to mess them up. So I'm going to keep these 2 to make other cards another day. And I'm going to go back to my first one that I had finished. Still my favorite. I just love it. I haven't used these cabochons in forever. I still have some left in my stash. And I just think it looks so pretty. So that's the first one. This one is hilarious. This grouping of like the box die and these images, I had colored them as one of my final projects for the Not Too Shabby shop. Put them all together, had foam tape on the back of them, and never got them on a card. So when I saw that the colors actually looked pretty good, yeah, bam, there's my card. Isn't that awesome? Ta-da! And that is with scraps. And then these 3 turned out super cute. I just happened to have these, it was actually 3 pink hearts that were already die cut from Valentine's Day. So I went looking for some stamp sets to fit the hearts, and I found this one that says "You Can Count on Me." So I stamped them with VersaFine ink. I found these little Super Bunny images from my bucket of images, and I added in some solid sequins. So there's another one. And then for the 3rd heart, I picked this sentiment. It was from the, I have it here, sitting here, the Kindness stamp set that Jennifer McGuire had given us at Simon Says Stamp Create. So I hadn't used it yet, other than the class that we had at Create. So I picked this sentiment, "You Have My Loving Support," and then I decided to cut it out. So it was made from a heart, but I cut it out because I wanted to see the pattern paper. So I pulled out this Pure Innocence image from my stamped images and added in some more of those solid sequins. So super, super cute. And then the last 2, these ones still have some glitter glue that's drying, so I just want to be very, very careful. So these were the square patterns, backgrounds. I took these banner pieces that I had from my stash, and I added Nouveau glitter accents just across the top, and I added in the button, and then I added these stamped images from my sentiments. And then this one, super, super cute. So those are all my cards for Scrapbin Saturday. I completed, there's 6 regular size cards, and then my big square card. Super awesome. All right, so make sure you guys, again, visit all the channels. Megan is the one that is having a giveaway with secret words, so please do not post the secret word in the comments below. Go back to Megan's channel for instructions on what to do with your secret words. All right, leave a comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Thanks, bye.